Hi, my name is Kaitlin and I am an outstanding scholar student at the University of Windsor. I am so excited to share my research reflection with you and show all the amazing opportunities that I've had thanks to the Outstanding Scholars program. A little bit about me. I'm in my third year of biomedical sciences at the University of Windsor. I learned about the Outstanding Scholars program in the 12th grade and I applied to be a candidate for my first year. Outstanding Scholars was a great way to get involved in the school community right in your first semester of university. I am also proud to be a part of initiatives on campus that promote mentorship, mental health for students such as Sigh of Relief, and great opportunities for science students such as Science Society. I joined Dr. Drew Marquardt's lab in the fall of my second year as a full outstanding scholar. Our lab, which is called LABOR, for Laboratory for Advanced Biomembrane Research, focuses on the structure-function relationship of cellular membranes in biology. I was specifically interested in joining Dr. Marquardt's lab because it is interdisciplinary in nature and extends across chemistry, biology, and physics. I really enjoyed all of the introductory science courses I took in first year, so I thought that joining a lab that draws on the principles from each area would supplement my academic studies very well. Here you can see a team picture, and this includes Dr. Drew Marquardt, the other undergraduate student in the lab, and many of the grad students in the lab. And my mentor, Mateo, is in this picture, and she has been especially helpful in guiding me through the lab and giving me an amazing mentorship experience. As you can see, we're a smaller lab, which I can appreciate because we get to do a lot of outings together, such as skating, bowling, and going out for lunch. This just shows the amazing faculty-student mentorship opportunities available to outstanding scholar students. My lab mates also do a lot of traveling to complete experiments with equipment that we do not have here in Windsor, such as Tennessee and the United Kingdom. Through the OS program, I've had the opportunity to present at conferences such as You Will Discover in my second year and the Lancer Leadership Conference. I'm a mentor for first-year students, and I still try and keep in contact with them to help in any way that I can, with classes, extracurriculars, or any time they need to chat with another student. So this is a timeline of when I joined the labor group, and so in the summer of 2023, I applied to be a full outstanding scholar, and I interviewed with a couple labs, and I ultimately decided on joining the labor group. So in the fall of 2023, I started attending the lab trainings and our first meetings. The lab trainings were more general, just to get safety and precautionary things down so that in the spring semester I could start learning some lab specific techniques that are really important to all of the students' projects in my lab. In the fall of 2025, I worked with my mentor to develop a project to do for my third year and my fourth year thesis. So this was a lot of literature reviews and just talking openly about what my interests were and what we could work together to create a project for. And this past semester, in the winter of my third year, we began this new project. The project that I'm currently working on in the lab is developing and optimizing biocompatible worm-like micelles to promote axon regeneration in neurodegenerative diseases. I'm really excited to be on this project as it combines my interest in neuroscience, medicine, and biochemistry. And I'm specifically interested in the new ways that we can combat neurodegenerative disorders and diseases, such as Alzheimer's disease, a diagnosis that about 750,000 Canadians face right now. The main steps to start this project have included developing a specialized mixture of lipids that will address the decrease in essential lipids required for neuron regeneration and to increase lipid peroxidation. This project requires a lot of biochemistry to create this specialized mixture, physics to visualize the shape of these micelles, and biology to test the micelles in cell culture to see their effectiveness. So this is a map of the experiences that I've had since joining labor group in my second year. So the places that I've been on campus include Essex Hall, where our lab is, and Essex Core, where we store much of our equipment. In the future, for my project, I will be attending the Canadian Light Source in Saskatchewan and Oak Ridge National Laboratory in Tennessee to perform experiments with equipment we require for my project. I've highlighted some of the organizations that we have worked with, including the Canadian Institute for Neutron Scattering, WeSpark, NSERC, and Rutherford Appleton Labs in the United Kingdom. Some important topics that I've had the opportunity to learn about is lipid self-assembly and the analysis of structure and the formation of lipid delivery systems. Also, I've had the opportunity to further the development of many transferable skills that are so important to carry with me after graduation. Working in the lab has enhanced my problem-solving abilities because not everything goes perfectly the first time you do it, and that's okay. It's taught me to learn from my mistakes instead of taking them as concrete failures. Critical thinking is another big thing that I've learned, and just drawing on different things that I've learned in courses and through my experience in the lab to help with this problem solving. It's also super important to collaborate with other students, the other undergrads, and my lab mentors to get new perspectives on different problems that I might be having or ideas. It's also really important to be able to openly communicate with your PI and lab members about your research, but also be able to communicate with others that inquire about my research in the community. And again, the people that I've had the amazing opportunity to meet, you saw on the other slide, and I just want to thank them, the other undergrad student, the graduate students, and Dr. Markart for giving me such an amazing mentorship experience in this lab. I'm also extremely grateful to the Outstanding Scholars program for providing me with the amazing opportunity to do such research in my undergraduate degree and equipping me with amazing leadership skills that I will definitely take with me after graduation and into my future studies and my future career. So now I want to take a moment to show the Kolb's learning cycle and experience I had as an eager second-year student joining my first lab meeting. I feel as though this is a universal experience for undergrad researchers for the first few weeks or even months in a lab. So if you are a new second-year Outstanding Scholars student, my best advice to you is to prepare for your research placement, but learning comes with practice, and your PIs and your mentors understand that this is your first time hearing about all these new processes and techniques in science, and they will help you along the way. You are not expected to know everything right away. So I was feeling super excited to walk over to a core meeting room with my new lab mates to learn about all the amazing projects that they were working on in my first semester as a full Outstanding Scholar. But when we got to the meeting started, I had a difficult time following along. I felt like I had no idea what everyone was talking about and that I could never catch up to them. All these big words that I never heard, structures I had never seen, had me feeling super overwhelmed. After the meeting was over, I reflected on my feelings of self-doubt. I was wondering what my PI thought about me and if anyone noticed how confused I was in these situations. It definitely took me a while to realize that all of the PhD, master's, and thesis students had to start somewhere too. They all started right where I was as a second-year undergrad researcher, and look how much they know now. I realized that I cannot be expected to know everything right away, and the only way I will learn is through practice and trial and error. I started shadowing my mentors in the lab to learn these techniques, and then eventually I began to gain confidence, and I started trying them on my own. I realized it's definitely okay to not know exactly what you're doing and to even make some mistakes at first, but all that matters is that you keep trying and that you learn from all of these experiences that you have. So I wanted to say thank you for listening to my presentation about my research through the Outstanding Scholars Program. I think that the Outstanding Scholars Program is an amazing way to get involved right when you start university, and an amazing way to get involved in undergraduate research. Thank you to Dr. Burnett and the Outstanding Scholars team for giving us students such a supportive environment that will allow us to build our leadership skills and our research skills for our future studies and our future professions. And thank you all for listening to this video. I hope you learned something about the OS program, maybe a little bit about my research, but it's definitely something that you should all look forward to when you start university. Thank you.